My name is Steven Gerber. I'm with Discflo Pumps and P6 PolyMix. Today, I'm going to introduce a new technology for increasing sludge dewatering efficiency. In a traditional sludge dewatering application, you have a sludge feed line feeding a positive displacement pump, such as a progressive cavity, rotary lobe, double disc diaphragm. After the pump, you go through a polymer injection ring, followed by a high shear mixing valve. That sludge is then fed to the thickener. The high shear mixing valve does a good job to mix up the sludge with the polymer. It's a tried and true method. If your cake isn't any good on the back end, they simply crank up the polymer, right? And then when the polymer is cranked up high enough that you get good cake, everyone says, good job. However, what they're not doing is measuring how much polymer they're damaging right here and how much of the sludge they're beating up the flock with the pump itself. So what we've done is we've taken the P6 method and we actually inject the polymer directly into the pump. So the polymer gets injected into the pump itself does the mixing. We eliminate this high shear mixing valve, and now you're feeding the press at less back pressure. With say 400 gallons a minute going to a belt filter press, you could have 25 to 40 PSI right here on that valve. That goes away, so now we're doing it at a lower pressure. Because you don't have the high shear mixing valve and you're not beating up the flock with the pump, our pump is handling it gently. Customers typically see anywhere from 20 to 50% reduction in polymer consumption needed to get the dry cake on the back end. In addition, there's a potential for drier cake on the back end because now you're optimizing your system. The industry puts a lot of money, science, time, and energy into developing very good belt filter presses, screw presses. They put a lot of time and energy into developing dilute neat polymer systems to unwind the polymer and feed the polymer into the line. And then after they spend all that money, they shear the heck out of it with this high shear mixing valve. So that completely goes away. Now we're doing it at low pressure. The pump itself is doing the mixing. We're reducing polymer consumption. You have the potential for drier cake on the back end, and customers are seeing from 1, 2, 3, 4% drier cake on the back end. Depends on how old your equipment is. And in addition, because of our boundary layer viscous drag principle that I talked about, where the boundary layer protects your pump from damage by the product, we offer up to a 20-year wear warranty on the pump itself. So every dewatering application needs a sludge pump, regardless. So this isn't a new piece of equipment added to the equation. This P6 system replaces your high maintenance positive displacement pump. However, it does it with all these additional benefits and with up to a 20-year wear warranty, which is unheard of in the industry. Pump manufacturers won't even give you a one-day wear warranty, let alone a 20-year wear warranty. So this is the way the P6 PolyMix system works. This is a production size P6 PolyMix system. This is our 4 by 3 inch Discflo pump. We have our P6 PolyMix injection chamber. The polymer, the dilute neat polymer, is injected into the sludge feed line. Using the boundary layer viscous drag principle, we gently mix the polymer with the sludge without shearing it and send it to the dewatering equipment, your belt press, your screw press, what have you. So we make this the P6 PolyMix system in multiple configurations. You can get a close couple design, you can get a belt drive design, a direct drive design. You're always going to have this injection chamber on the front end of your pump, feeding that polymer in. We're agnostic to your polymer system or your dewatering system. So we'll work with anyone's polymer makeup system. That you just have to provide the injection into the P6 injection chamber, and we'll feed anyone's dewatering equipment, whether it's a screw press, a belt press, a gravity belt thickener, a rotary thickener. It could go to a clarifier. I mean, any sort of thickening device, this system works well. We typically have a double cartridge seal on our pumps. One of the unique benefits of a double cartridge seal with a Discflo pump is you can run the pump dry without damaging the pump. We use IEEE 841 motors, so you get a chemical processing motor. This is the P6 PolyMix system. For more information, you can visit p6polymix.com and discflo.com.